Alright guys, so we're gonna do some aquaponic stuff today. We're on the golf cart and I got my helper. Say hi, Benton.
Hi.
Hi. We got Marley. So I'm gonna go show you what we're doing today. Hey, so before we get started, I also wanted to mention, hit that subscribe button down below, and you guys will definitely get some more videos on all the next aquaponic stuff coming up and all the projects that we have going on here. Lots of aquaponic stuff because I'm building the system right now. You gonna go fishing? Let's see you. Throw it in. You going fishing? Okay. Get one? Okay.
You got one.
Okay, so basically what you want to start with is 2 different size containers. The bigger container, which is going to be your radial flow filter, and then the smaller container is going to fit inside your lid, and that's going to be where the water comes up and disperses, and then all the solids fall to the bottom, and it acts as kind of like a separate chamber. So I'm going to show you guys how that works. Alright guys, so first thing you're going to want to do is take your bucket that you have and cut it out. So I'm just going to use a skill saw. That's all I have up here because I don't have electrical run yet to run a jigsaw, but a jigsaw would be the tool to use because you can get a nice cut. I'm just going to cut it and then I'll clean it up later just to show you guys. Okay, so now we got our hole in our bucket, and that's done. I'll clean it up later, but that's going to be our chamber that the water will flow up into and then bubble and then fall back down to the bottom, and then it comes out the side of the radial flow filter. Alright, so now that we got this bucket cut out, this is going to fit into the lid. So you're going to set this on top of your lid of your reservoir, and you're just going to trace it around in a circle with a Sharpie, because the lip of the bucket right here is going to hit that and stop it from falling through. So there's my trace job, and now I can cut it out. Alright, so there's my hole cut out. The bin is super dirty, but you get the point. Here it is right here, and this is going to fit right inside of here like that, and then you'll have a lid for this bucket, so it's all still nice and covered up, and it's easy to clean and do everything because you got multiple lids. So I'll show you inside what that looks like. So there's the inside, and there's the bin so far. Pretty simple design. Okay, so basically what we're going to do next is I'm going to figure out where my import's going to go down here, and I'm going to drill that out, and it's going to come from the pump into the import, up inside and bend and come up into this reservoir right here, and then it's going to overflow with the water right here, and the water's going to drop down slowly underneath here, and all the solids are going to settle at the bottom of the barrel. And then the water on the other side is going to come out the top port up here. So you have water coming into the top, boiling over, falling down to the bottom, going around this chamber right here, going all the way down to the bottom, going around the chamber and back up and out. And that's going to form kind of a little spiral deal, and it's going to drag all the solids to the bottom. So then what you can do is on the bottom you'll have an outport to fill up your buckets and water all your veggies in your garden with great, really great nutrient water from the pond.
Nice. That's loud.
Okay, so there we go. You just want to use a hole saw to the size of pipe or bulkhead that you're going to use for the import, and just drill that hole really quick. Okay, so what I have here is my on and off valve. My pump pipe is going to go to this, and then I can turn it off if I need to, and that's going to go into the bulkhead right here that is on the outside of the barrel. And here's my barrel right here, which is going to go down here like this. And then the inside is going to have my riser pipe. Hold on. Good job, dude. So the riser pipe that I custom bent. A lot of guys build these with like 45s and stuff, but I like no resistance in my setups. So I heated this thing up and bent it, and I'm going to show you guys how to bend PVC in another video with a torch. You got to get it to the right temperature and slowly bend it and dip it in water. Okay, so we have the dirty barrel. I'm going to go ahead and push this through like so, and we're going to screw it on, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so there it is. Bulkhead through the outside. I'm going to glue this to this because it's a pump, and it's going to look like that. And there it is. And then we're going to install the bend now. Okay, so now we're going to determine where to cut this thing. I'm going to make sure it goes right in the center, so I'm cutting it right there. And then that thing will bend up. We'll cut it to size, put the top on, and go put it over where it goes, over there. And figure out how we're going to hook this thing all up. Okay, so now that it's over here, we can determine where the bulkhead's going to go that connects the two. So I'm going to put it right here at this level. So water in from the pump, up inside, through that bent pipe, boils up in there, all the solids fall to the bottom, and then it swooshes around and comes back up here with the clean, clear water that's not being affected. Goes across into my biofilter to the bottom, and then into the grow beds. So there we go. We're gonna keep going. Okay, so here we go. I got my bulkhead ready to go, and it's gonna come out like right here. So I got the correct size hole saw. This is a 3-inch. No, it's not. What is this? 3-inch hole saw. So I'm going right on the edge because the barrels are going to connect together to each other. As high up as I can. There we go. Drilled. I already have a piece glued into an old one. All this stuff I'm using is free. It was all stuff given to me or stuff I found online. So this whole aquaponic setup is costing me $0 pretty much. The only thing I had to buy was the battery and the inverter for the solar system to run everything. What you always want to make sure of too is that your bulkhead is tight, because you'll have leaks like in my previous video that I just posted on this stuff. So I'm tightening her down right now. Okay, there we go. So now we got our import right here, in, up the tube, through the cap. All the stuff's gonna settle out and fall down, and then the water's gonna flow back up the side of that bucket. So the disturbance inside the bucket isn't disturbing anything over here. It's all bringing it down to the bottom and just kind of rolling right here. So as it's rolling, the fresh clear water is going to come up, go into the biofilter over here. That's kind of how it works. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the pump hooked up temporarily, pumping into here, hooked into the solar, and it's filling. So that's going to fill up in here, run over into my biofilter that I still have to do a video on how to build this and hook it up. And then it's going to go into my grow beds. But that's basically how that works in the build. So the only other thing I have to do is just put the bulkhead on the bottom with my on and off valve. I have the bulkhead and I have some pieces to make it up, but I do not have an on and off valve, so I need to go spend like $3 on an on and off valve. But what I do have to say is thanks for watching the video. Any questions, comments, suggestions, put them below. Subscribe on the left hand side, and I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers. check it out. It's running. It's full to the top. I still gotta obviously fix that in the other video, but it's cruising right now. It's overflowing. All the solids are falling out of there, going across, and then it's gonna go to my grow bed that's right here. And the pump that's here is gonna go down there. So, cheers. Just a sneak peek at the solar setup I got going. One battery and a 400 watt inverter is powering the whole aquaponics system.